EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down.
1st and 10.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Stocker's got it. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. gun. It's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 76 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Atlanta.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Again, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Ryan steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're running with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Youngway lining up for the...
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Who able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just...
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. Woo! Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 76 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Joey Sly.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to find Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Green flexing his muscle. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. That's good. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and
they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's to McCaffrey, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Falcons, 39-yard line.
Wilson's got it complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And this offense is running away with this one. And his kick is good.
That's the score. Panthers 38, Falcons 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This is McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
Is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Panthers 45, Falcons 7.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again. Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 45 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Panthers 52, Falcons 7.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this one complete to Smith.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A gain of 9.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdoand.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Calvin Ridley.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
after the interception. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
For Caleb Wilson, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Panthers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-4.